of the hostel, the rules and regulations is mandatory. Yes. Experience has shown that students experience the good effects of hostel discipline later in their lives.
Whatever is collected from the student is spent on the student. Secretary, I can say that the development of leadership is encouraged in our hostel through the day-to-day administration which is done by the student welfare committees.
But while mentioning all these sole features of CPS hostel, we can't forget the contribution and efforts taken in inculcating this principle in the very soul of our hostel by the warden advocate Santosh Salvi sir. In hostel, we don't believe that sir is not among us because we still consider that sir is with us, watching us and blessing us.
Now, going ahead, I would like to call our Honorable Warden, Dr. Sangeeta Salvi ma'am, to introduce briefly about the today's program.
Good evening, everyone. I am indeed very happy and overwhelmed with the response which we have got today for today's August gathering. I am indeed very happy to see my guru in front of me, Dr. Puranik sir, who has been a mentor for me for so many years. And I feel blessed when my guru and Puranik madam sit in front of me. Thank you, sir, for please attending this program. I am very happy to see the oldest past student of this hostel, Mr. Janardhan Padare, who was a very good friend of my father. I welcome you, sir, for this August gathering. We have a number of past here, and it's a pleasure for me to welcome you all on this occasion. And definitely, we are missing Mr. Santosh Salvi, who was looking after this hostel for more than 60 years. So, on behalf of Mr. Santosh Salvi, I stand here to present a salient feature of this hostel. As the comparers have given a brief idea of the hostel, the most important feature of this hostel is no profit, no loss. Being in the heart of the city of Pune city, where metro is just touching our walls, it is very difficult to manage the hostel expenses at a very low budget. But still, since the inception of this hostel, we are running this hostel on a basis of no profit, no loss. And I remember when I was a child, I remember daddy taking the fees of 150 rupees for a term. Now 150 rupees for a period of 6 months is a very small amount. But believe me, 150 rupees for a few people in Pune who come here for education was difficult, and it was this hostel which gave them accommodation. And we have seen thousands of past students who have come here, who have made themselves and who are now on very good positions. We have the chief guest and the guest of honor who have been long back, who have been here, and the chief guest of today's function, I have saved his number as Bedi Uncle, because I remember when he was a student over here, I was maybe in the 9th or 10th standard, and we used to call him Bedi Uncle because that time Bishan Singh Bedi was a very famous character in the world of cricket. So I still call him Bedi Uncle, and we are very happy to have him here, sir. We are very happy, definitely very confident that Daddy is here and he is watching this function today. And the smile which he had when the past students used to come here, I hope I give the same smile when the past students come here again to meet this hostel. The most salient features of this hostel is, as I told you, it is no profit, no loss. Being a private association, we give maximum facilities to the students. Now, students come from all over the country, but before the COVID, we had students from all over the states of India. We had students from outside of India also. But after the COVID, we are having students, most of them are from Maharashtra. So we are waiting for the outside state students to come and join in this hostel again, because they were the main features of this hostel. We follow a very strict cosmopolitan group. Cosmopolitan in the sense all religions, all races, all financial statuses, we see that all students come together and stay in this simple place. If you see the rooms and if you go around the hostel, it looks very simple. But the quality of life which we try to give to these students is the quality of simplicity. And simplicity is the one of the main feature of this hostel. We have tried to make some improvements since the inception of the hostel, and when my daddy was there as a warden, is maintained still continues. I know there are a few students who do not like the discipline over here, but definitely when they leave the hostel and they come here as past students, they still remember about the discipline of this hostel. So though it may be a bit rude when they are staying here, but once they leave the hostel and come back, they realize the discipline which has been maintained here. So I am trying to maintain the discipline which the previous wardens have maintained. Few changes in the hostel. The past students who have come today definitely must have seen a different picture of the hostel. They had a different picture in their minds when they were staying here. As time changes, I think we all have to change. And this change is necessary to keep us alive. Most important change which we have done is we have not changed the basic principles of the hostel. Taking the basic principles since 1928 till date, we follow the basic principles, that is brotherhood and discipline in the hostel. This hostel runs a library which has more than round about 2000 books. All the categories of students from arts, commerce, science, computers, engineers, we have all disciplines of education in our hostel. So we have maintained a library where we can provide books from all the fraternities of the knowledge. We have a very disciplined life where we ask the students to take part in the sports and the extracurricular activities. For the last 1 month, we have been having the sports and the extracurricular activities for which the students will be awarded in the prize distribution. But I am very proud to say that all the students don't feel it compulsory but enjoy these games. They enjoy the elocution competition. And elocution competition is the only source where we can bring the students in front and they can reduce their stage fear. So these are the qualities which we try to develop in our students, and after they leave this hostel, they start remembering that when I was speaking in the elocution competition, but when they come here, they say that ma'am or sir, it was a very good activity which you have taken. It has helped us to develop a life. A simple food which we give over here gives a maximum nutrition to all the students, and we see that the students here stay in a very happy environment. There were changes, there are challenges. As I said in the last annual social gathering, we missed two eminent persons in 2 years, and we still feel their vacuum in our lives. But life goes on, and we cannot stop at one place because we cannot see that person now. We all are very aware that Mr. Santosh Salvi, the warden who was here for last 60 years, Dr. Ashok Chakranarayan, who was the chairman of this committee for many years, these two main pillars, we have lost them in last 2 years. But their blessings are with us, and their support is with us in form of blessings. So we receive their blessings and they give us energy to go ahead. We have faced a lot of problems in the last few years. As the chief guest and the guest of honor are aware, this place being a very prime place, we have to face a lot of challenges. But when we are facing challenges, we know that the Lord is with us and the Lord is supporting us in whatever we do. So in spite of all the challenges, in spite of all the troubles which we are facing, we have landed up in the 94th year of annual social gathering. Just 6 years away from the centenary celebrations, and we have now received a lot of ideas as per how we could, go for the centenary celebrations. We have Mr. Gurudal Singh, who has promised me, and he said I will be there at the centenary function. So this is the spirit which our past students have. This is the encouragement what the past students have given me. The committee is standing behind me like a very strong figure. The Alumni Association, who is sitting in front of us, the president of the Alumni Association, who is a past student again, Mr. Peter D'Souza, Mr. P.L. Matthew, Mr. Joseph, They are none less supporters than my elder brother who is sitting in front of you all. They have supported me in all possible ways. They are supporting me today also and helping me to face all challenges. At the end of my speech, I would just like to mention a verse which I have taken from the Bible. The Lord has delivered us from such a deadly peril, and He will deliver us again. On Him we have set our hope that He will continue to deliver us. With this sentence and with a small phrase, end up my feelings from the stage is with a very small phrase is the dream of yesterday is the hope of today and the reality of tomorrow. Our founder members, Father Jack Winslow, who took this place, he knelt down on his knees, he wrote some books, he gathered some money out of that, and out of that he bought this place. It was a dream that he dreamt that this place should be for the students who come from all over the country and have a better and a safe living over here. What he has seen was transferred to the next wardens, and today we have a hope that we are going to take forward this dream ahead. There are challenges, there are difficulties, but all of you are there with me to stand firm and face the situations. So with this small hope that all of you are with me, and very, very happy to see so many people in front of me. Mrs. Chakranarayan auntie is here, Colonel Nilesh Salvi is here, Mr. Samit Londe is here, principal of a college, of a school, Mrs. Sangeeta Kadam is here, Henry Kisti uncle is here, the Zion Korean Church group is here, Mr. Nitin is here, and I see so many of our students here. I am very happy to see all smiles on the past students, and I expect that these smiles will be taken by the present students when they come here as alumni group. So thank you very much for patient listening. And with a small hope, I will come again with some scholarships which will be given to our hostel students. Please bear with us for this program, and I once again thank all of you for coming and blessing this function. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we are going to witness the traditional lamp lighting ceremony. So I request dignitaries to come to kindle the lamp to spread the light of knowledge and love.
Darkness cannot be wiped out by the blackness. Only the bright light can accomplish it. In the same way, let us hope that the light of education wipes out the darkness of injustice, division in the society, and leads us towards the growth, liberty, and equality.
Now I request Assistant Warden Dattatreya Yadav sir to come on stage to introduce our president of today's program, Dr. Sandeep Salvi sir.
Good evening everyone. I Dattatre Yadav, Assistant Warden at CPS Hostel. I am indeed honored and privileged to have this opportunity to introduce our today's president for the evening, Dr. Sandeep Salvi sir. As we all know that he is the son of our previous beloved warden, Advocate Santosh Salvi sir. Dr. Sandeep sir has been associated with this hostel campus since the last 57 years. Sir completed his MBBS from BJ Medical College, Pune. After that, he went to United Kingdom to complete his PhD in pulmonology at Southampton University. At present, he is founder, director of Crest and Cure Foundation, which is doing research in the field of respiratory diseases. It is not only an honor for CPS but also to the entire country that Sandeep Salvi sir has been ranked as #1 pulmonary scientist in India. And he ranked number 50 all over the world. You have made us all very proud, sir. He has put Pune on the world map of lung research. We are so honored to have such an internationally acclaimed personality from the medical fraternity. Dr. Sandeep Salvi sir is an ideal combination of hard work, determination and humbleness. He has been guiding our students regularly to shape their career. Thank you Sandeep sir for taking time out from your busy schedule and gracing today's evening with your presence. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our General Secretary, Mr. Pralab Lohar, to introduce our chief guest, Mr. Gurudayal Singh, sir. Sorry for the error. Now I would like to call upon stage. I would like to call Chairman of Alumni Foundation, Mr. Peter D'Souza, sir, to felicitate President of today's program, Dr. Sandeep Salvi, sir.
Now, I request Matthew Mattan sir, the Secretary of Alumni Association, to felicitate Mr. Gurudayal Singh sir, the chief guest of today's program.
I am Pralab Lohar, General Secretary of CPS Hostel. Cordially welcome you, all the dignitaries, all the past students and all the guests on behalf of the students of CPS Hostel for this annual social gathering. I am profoundly grateful and honored that I got opportunity to introduce our chief guest, Mr. Gurudayal Singh Sagu sir. Gurudayal Singh Sagu retired Convent High School, Ahmednagar, and further he did engineering from College of Engineering, Pune. He stayed in CPS Hostel for 4 years, from 1978 to 1982. After completion of his engineering, he joined state government as assistant engineer in Maharashtra Water Supply and Sewerage Board in 1982 in Ahmednagar and got promotion as deputy engineer in 1997. He did his service in Ahmednagar district's various talukas and in year 2008 got promoted as executive engineer. He was transferred to Malegaon as executive engineer. In that era, atmosphere of Malegaon was tense due to violence between two communities and the bomb blast. It was very challenging period, though he feel very proud of himself for having a stay of 5 years in Malegaon, as all officers take transfer in a year or two successfully completed tedious water supply scheme of Malegaon in his field. He got his last transfer again in Ahmednagar in year 2012. and he had opportunity of handling charge of superintending engineer and finally retired in 2016. Now he shifted to Patiala in Punjab and settled there. Occasionally he visits Ahmednagar. Gurudayal Singh sir has brought water supply to Tisgaon. Tisgaon is the native place of Santosh Savi sir, our beloved warden. Hence, Santosh Savi sir had immense pride in Gurudayal Singh sir. He used to call always that my student has brought water in my village. Sir, thank you so much for respecting our invitation to come as chief guest for today's gathering. And we, the students of CPS Hostel, feel proud that such decorated past student of CPS Hostel has came as a chief guest of annual social gathering of CPS Hostel. Thank you so much.
Now, the Social Secretary of Hostel, Mr. Kiran Kamade, will introduce our today's guest of honor, Mr. Deepak Wakare sir.
A very beautiful good evening to all. Thank you, Gopal and Amit. Myself, Kiran Subhash Kamre. I am the Social Secretary of CPS Hostel. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our guest of honor, Mr. Deepak Wakre sir. He is a healthcare and education consultant with a number of hospital scratch projects in all over Maharashtra. He is a Master of Science in Physics and Bioinstrumentation from Ferguson College, Pune. He has done his BA in Science Education and is currently a research fellow and pursuing his PhD in Applied Science. Currently, he is working as Director of Healthcare Consultancy and Paramedical Institution all over Maharashtra. He is a founder director and chief executive officer of Step Solutions Pune. Besides, his sir is recipient of various awards and achievements. He is a true inspiration to many of us and we honor to have you sir, who graciously accepts our invitation to be with us this evening. Thank you sir, thank you all.
I request Joseph sir to felicitate Mr. Deepak Wakre sir, the guest of honor of today's program.
Now, I would like to request our Honorable Warden, Dr. Sangeeta Savi ma'am, to felicitate Mr. Janardhan Patale sir. He is the oldest past student of CPS Hostel and indeed we are honored to have sir. Now I request ma'am to felicitate Dr. Puranik sir, who is also a member of CPS committee. I'd like to mention that sir is president of Rashtriya Shikshan Mandal. Thank you sir. And I would like to felicitate Samuel Moses sir. I request ma'am. He is the secretary of Saint Mary's Church. I request ma'am now to felicitate Mr. Londe sir, Samir Londe sir. I request ma'am to felicitate Shaila Chakranarayan ma'am. Once again, I request ma'am to felicitate Pratap Kulkarni sir. Now I request ma'am to felicitate Abraham Lee, Mr. Abraham Lee, who is part of Korean Church. I request ma'am to felicitate Sangeeta Kadam ma'am, who is principal of Epiphyli School. I request Warden ma'am to felicitate Colonel Salvi sir, and indeed we are honored sir to have you once again over here. I request Madam to felicitate Bare. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Now, as we have gathered here, one can realize, especially the alumni and all those who have been attending the program for years, the absence of Dr. Ashok Chakranarayan sir. He has always been one of the biggest support system and well-wisher of our hostel. He was the longest standing chairman of CPS Administrative Committee. He was a true leader and visionary who dedicated his life for the betterment of this institution and its people. His passing has a profound impact on all of us who knew him and will be deeply missed. So I request CPS Ashram Committee, Dr. Sujata Pandit ma'am, to come on dais to pay tribute to him.
Good evening, everybody. Actually, it's a great honor to speak about Uncle. We used to call him Uncle. Dr. Ashok Chakranarayan was the chairman of CPS committee since 2007. He has been on the committee of the Friends of CPS Hostel for several years. Then, over the last 40 years, he has always come and guided all of us, inspired them as the chief guest of several functions. Whenever we used to fall short of the chief guest, our last run used to be to Uncle. And very happily he used to always say yes. So yes, very dearly we miss Uncle today. Ashok Uncle, he was the vice principal of Ferguson College, and he was the professor and the head of department of geology. He has been the chief warden of the girls' hostel of Puri University also. He has been on our committee, the CPS committee, as a chairman for many, many years. He used to always guide us, and one thing very, very precisely I would tell you, Daddy used to only listen to him. Whenever Daddy used to get angry and used to not get along with the other members, we used to slowly, we used to tell Uncle, Uncle, you please tell Daddy na, so Daddy will listen to you. And Uncle was the only person who could communicate with Daddy in a very nice way, soft way, sober way, and make Daddy really quiet. Yeah, I'm really missing him today, and I'm missing all my words also, because talking about Uncle, yeah, it really it takes us back to our memory lanes. We would really like to have a tribute for Uncle. I would request all the members over here sitting, please stand up for 2 minutes, and we will in honor of the Uncle. because Uncle has guided our students for last almost how many years? How many years he was connected to the CPS hostel? He has guided, he has taught our students, and since he was the vice principal of Ferguson College, we used to feel very, very proud of him. But leaving everything aside, he used to be down on earth when he used to come here to the CPS hostel and ashram program. And yes, Uncle, we miss you, but definitely you're watching us, and definitely you're looking at us and smiling and saying, yes, you're doing a great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. As we mourn the loss of such an exceptional personality, let us also celebrate his legacy and honor his memory by continuing to strive for the ideas embodied. We will always remember Dr. Ashok Chakra Narayan sir as a true leader, friend, philosopher, and guide, and a source of inspiration for all of us.
Throughout the year, CPS conducts many activities, sport events, programs, exhibition, camps and sessions. We consider it as our duty to present a report consisting a record of all these events happen throughout the year. It's a practice followed over the year to put forward all the events collectively in the form of annual report. So now I request General Secretary Mr. Pralobh Lohar to come and present the annual report.
Thank you so much, Gopal. Respected Chief Guest, Guest of Honor, President of the function, all the past students of CPS Hostel, and my dear fellow hostelmates. On behalf of the Honorable Warden and Student Welfare Committee, I, Pralobh Lohar, General Secretary of CPS Hostel, obliged with the duty of presenting a brief report on the extracurricular activities held at CPS Hostel during the academic year 2022-2023. Academic year actually ended with 93rd Annual Social Gathering 2022. The 93rd Annual Social Gathering was celebrated on Sunday 20th March 2022. Sudarshan Sonane was the chief guest and Pratik Zambre was the guest of honor of the program. Along with the present students, senior friends, guests, and about 30 past students were present for the gathering. The first general body meeting of the academic year 2022-23 was held on 30th March 2022 under the presidency of Honorable Warden Dr. Sangeeta Salve Madam, wherein the Warden welcomed the students and explained the rules and regulations of the hostel. To create new social welfare committee, the second general body meeting was held on 8th April 2022, where new secretaries of Student Welfare Committee were appointed with consent of Honorable Warden and all the students of CPS Hostel. Newly appointed committee members are as follows. Pralobh Lohar was appointed as General Secretary, Kiran Kamble was appointed as Social Secretary, Vinod Rathod was appointed as Sports Secretary, Ayush Shivekar was appointed as Mess Secretary, and Gopal Ambadkar was appointed as Library Secretary. The first event of annual year 2022-23 was inauguration of new toilet blocks. Inauguration of new toilet blocks was the first and most important achievement of CPS Hostel. Due to the efforts of our Honorable Warden and donations given by Mr. Robert John, who is a renowned industrialist and businessman. CPS Hostel has now modern and well-furnished toilet blocks. Mr. Robert John was the chief guest and Mr. Henry Christie was the guest of honor for the inauguration ceremony, which held on 9th May 2022. The second event was the library day. CPS Hostel has another important facility, which is the library. Our most beloved past warden, Advocate Santosh Salve sir, has created a library for students of CPS Hostel, where all kinds of books from academics to extracurricular are available for students. About 2,000 books are available in our library. Hence, Library Day was celebrated on 12th August 2022 under the presidency of Honorable Warden Dr. Sangeeta Salve Madam. On the eve of Independence Day, Shramadan was organized. It is tradition of our hostel that we organize Shramadan on the eve of any particular event which we are going to conduct. Students have cleaned hostel and ashram. Students also decorated hostel for the Independence Day. In British, students of CPS Hostel have participated in Indian freedom struggle And CPS Hostel has also hosted freedom fighters like Mahatma Gandhi, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Hence, celebration of Independence Day is crucial for CPS Hostel. On 15th August 2022, Mr. Peter D'Souza sir, who is also the past students of CPS Hostel, had come as a chief guest for the program. He hoisted national flag and then all students sung national anthem in harmony. After that, he inaugurated third fertilizer project in the hostel. As by tradition of hostel, there was a volleyball match. On 1st October 2022, again Shramdan was organized on the eve of Mahatma Gandhi Jayanti, where students have not only cleaned hostel and ashram to create awareness about premises but also decorated Sangasthan where Mahatma Gandhi used to pray in the evening. It is indeed a proud thing for CPS Hostel that Mahatma Gandhi had lived in CPS Hostel for a while during period of freedom struggle. Hence, we celebrate Mahatma Gandhi Jayanti with zeal. Honorable Warden invited Mr. Prashant Kothadia, who is Gandhian activist, as a chief guest of that program. Kothadia sir had interacted with students while sharing Gandhian thoughts. Mr. Ashish Jain, who is also Gandhian activist, also invited as guest of honor, and he also shared his thoughts on Mahatma Gandhi. Chairman of Krishna Prem Seva Sangha, Dr. Sandeep Salvi, also interacted with students, and another speciality was there was a quiz competition based on the life of Mahatma Gandhi on that day. The seventh event was Ashram Day. Our name is CPS Hostel and Ashram. Hence, Ashram is an integrated part of CPS Hostel. Ashram Day is set on 4th of October every year. In 2022, Mr. Ranjan Kelkar was the chief guest of Ashram Day. And after his speech, fellowship dinner was hosted by hostel students. From 13th October to 2nd November, vertical garden and water fountain was created in the ashram premises by the initiative of Mr. Sahil Pandit in association with Ram Batala. Alumni meet. On 5th November 2020, 70 past students visited hostel and shared their experiences with students. Mr. Joseph, the most senior past students of CPS hostel, was the chief guest. Past students were also felicitated by warden. Fellowship dinner was organized in hostel premises and hosted students. The 10th event was the Shramdan Divas. To create about awareness about constitutional values and provisions of our constitution, Samvidhan Divas was celebrated on 26th November 2022 by hostel students. On the 10th and 11th December 2022, there was an exhibition cum sale organized in the hostel premises prior to the festival Christmas. The 12th event was the New Year celebration. Students welcomed year 2023 with Honorable Warden Dr. Sangeeta Salvi ma'am and Dr. Sandeep Salvi and Mr. Sahil Pandit by playing fun games and having fellowship dinner together. Shramdan was organized on the eve of Republic Day 2023, where students cleaned hostel premises, decorated hostel and created new fertilizer project. The 14th event was the Republic Day. The hostel celebrated Republic Day of the nation on 26 January 2023, for which Colonel Nilesh Salvi sir, who is also present today, was the chief guest of Republic Day. Colonel Nilesh Salvi sir addressed the two audience and present students with few past students. Colonel Salvi inaugurated new library of CPS hostel and fourth fertilizer project. Then armed forces, and that interview was really exceptional. The function was followed by light refreshment. 15th event was the blood donation camp. To help thalassemia affected children, blood donation camp was organized in hostel in association with Akshay Blood Bank. Mr. Pratap Kulkarni sir inaugurated the camp and 29 people along with students donated blood on that day. Yoga sessions were organized in hostel in month of January for students. Yoga teachers also donors were felicitated on 5th February 2023. General body meeting was organized on 13th March 2023 in order to discuss about organization of annual social gathering. It was elocution competition held on 22nd and 23rd March, where competition was examined and judged by Dr. Sampada ma'am, Patil ma'am, and Mr. and Mrs. Kirpekar. The students expressed their dynamic views on the following topics. There were three topics named as online education, advantages and disadvantages. Second was importance of sports and extracurricular activities. And third was social media, how will I use it for my development. There was second competition named as essay competition. It is held on 24th March and students expressed their views on the following topics. Digital India, the importance of books in our lives, then where do I see India in 2023. The essay competition was evaluated by Sujata Pandit ma'am. And today, the 94th annual social gathering is being celebrated, and we very much appreciate the presence of our guests, the management committee members, senior friends, well-wishers and past students. Various sports competitions such as badminton, table tennis, carom, chess, cricket, volleyball were conducted during the last month, and all the students actively participated in the sports. The winners in various events and other competitions will be shortly awarded in this function today. In the conclusion of my annual report, I would like to express my profound gratitude to Honorable Warden and hostel authorities of lodging, mess, sports, newspapers, library and study. We, the students of CPS Hostel, shall be eternally thankful to the institution for providing us a conducive environment for our hostel and for our study on the ethos of no profit, no loss. Thank you.
Thank you, Pranav.
Now let's move to the most awaited part of the program, the prize distribution ceremony. It's time to acknowledge the efforts and achievements of our participants and honor them who have excelled in their respective field. I am thrilled to announce that we have some fantastic prizes to give away tonight. These prizes represent the hard work, dedication and perseverance that our participants have put in. Indeed, it is a pleasure to be a part of the celebration of their success. I would like to take a moment to thank Mr. Sampada ma'am, whose generous support and encouragement have played a crucial role in motivating our participants to reach for the stars and achieve their goal. So, without further delay, let me invite our sports secretary, Mr. Vinod Rathod, our sport prize presenter, to join me on stage and assist with prize distribution.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Vinod Rathod. I am the sports secretary of CPS Hostel. It is my great honor and pleasure privilege to be amongst all of you here. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude towards the warden ma'ams, all the dignitaries. I am here for presenting the awards of annual sports competition 2022 and 2023. May I please request the honorable chief guest to felicitate the outdoor game. This consists of volleyball, cricket, badminton for the runner-up and winner. The first game, cricket runner-up awards goes to Aniket Dule and teams. Now I would like to invite them on the stage to receive their award. Your team, come on the stage. Patil, Deepak Kodate, Ashok Kale, Wahab Abdul, and Ganesh Patil. Please come on the stage. Cricket runner-up awards goes to cricket winner-up award goes to Satyam and team. I would like to invite them on the stage to receive the award. Satyam Kedkar, Vikas Varpe, Rohan Badar, Saurabh Pawar, Moksha Nigulwar, Ashfaq Mullah, Sudarshan Mankape, Ayush. The volleyball runner-up award goes to Kiran Kamble and team. Kiran Kamble. Now I would like to invite them to receive their award. Let's welcome Kiran Kamble, Sumit Patil, Vaibhav Abdul, Ravindra Malik, Rohan Badal, Visha Dalvi, Gaurav Sate, Aniket Durgude. Now, the Oliver Winner Award goes to Ayush Shivekar and team. Welcome them with the huge round of applause. Now, I would like to invite them on the stage to receive their Melodious Award. हरीश शिवेकर, प्रणव लोहार, रोहित कुमार शेळके, भूषण खंडागरे, अनिकेत नागरपुरे, गौरव सोनवणे, समाधान शेळके. Next, move on to the next award for the badminton. The runner-up award goes to Samadhan Shelke. Now I would like to invite him on the stage to receive awards. Let's welcome him with the big round of applause. Of badminton single award goes to Aditya Saulonke. Now I would like to invite him on the stage to receive their awards. Thank you, Chief Guest Sir, for giving the awards to participants and encouraging them. Now you can take the seat. Now I would like to request our guest of honor, sir, to come forward and give the next award.
मतलब सरकार है
Of the indoor game consists of table tennis chair. The table tennis runner-up award goes to Dattatreya Yadav. I would like to invite him to on the stage to receive their award. Now the table tennis single winner award goes to Samadhan Shelke. Now I would like to invite him on the stage to receive their awards. Now next award of double table tennis runner-up award goes to Vinod Rathod and Sumit Patil. Now I would like to invite him on the
Congratulations, our sports secretary and Sumit Patil also.
Now the table tennis double winner award goes to Samadhan Shelke and Aniket Jule. Let's welcome him. Now let's move on the next award for the carom. The carom single runner-up award goes to Dattatreya Yadav. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause. Carom single winner award goes to Samadhan Shelke. Now I would like to invite him. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause. Next award, carom double runner-up goes to Samadhan Shelke and Subham Karbe. Let's welcome them with the big round of applause. The carom double winner award goes to Ajinkya Pawar and Saurabh Pawar. Let's welcome them with the big round of applause. Now let's move on to the next award for the chess runner-up award goes to Ayush Shivekar. Now I would like to invite him on the stage to receive their awards. Let's welcome him with the big round of applause. Chess winner award goes to Brahmadev Garud. Now I would like to invite him on the stage to receive their awards. Let's welcome him with the big round of applause. Badminton double runner-up award goes to Samadhan Shelke and Kunal Patil. I would like to invite him on the stage to receive their awards. Let's welcome them with a big round of applause. Badminton double winner award goes to Ajinkya Pawar and Saurabh Pawar. I would like to invite them on the stage to receive their awards. Let's welcome them with the big round of applause. At the end, I would like to say two lines. गायीची दुधाची करावी कॉफी, गायीची दुधाची करावी कॉफी, जे शब्द सुटले असेल त्याची करावी कॉफी. थँक्यू. थँक्यू विनोद. It's time to announce the prizes for elocution and essay competition. But before announcing the winner of the elocution and essay competition, I would like to felicitate our judges. I request Gurudayal Singh sir to felicitate Mrs. Sampada Chopde ma'am
Ma'am, please come on the stage. Again, I request Gurudayal Singh sir to felicitate Dr. Saroj Patil ma'am. Thank you, sir. Please, you may have a seat. Now, I request Mr. Deepak Wakhare sir to felicitate Dr. Jada Pandit ma'am, the judge of the essay competition. Now I request Warden to announce the winners.
Elocution competition is a regular activity in this hostel as a routine activity for the annual social gathering. We take 2 extracurricular activities, and I hope Bedi uncle and Mr. Deepak remember their education competitions when they were students in this hostel. So it is a remembrance for all the students to come in front of the stage and say a few words. Though it was a difficult task, but we had eminent judges, and the students of the hostel gave a very good exhibition of their thoughts on few topics. I am here to give the announcements of the awards to the education competition. The first award goes to, any guesses from the students? The first prize goes to our General Secretary, Mr. Pralobh Lohar. I request the President of the Alumni Association, Mr. Peter D'Souza, to kindly hand over the felicitation to Pralobh Lohar. His topic was social media, how will I use it for my development? The second prize goes to Mr. I request Mr. P.L. Matthew to kindly hand over the felicitation. Competition in the last 94 years, we had another topic which we started from this year, that was extempore, and the students were given 5 minutes to speak on the topics which the warden had decided, and the students were asked to pick up their chits, and the lucky chit was their topic of extempore. I am very happy to say that though the topics were given just 5 minutes ago, the students expressed their thoughts in a very nice way. The first prize of the extempore goes to the Assistant Warden, Mr. Dattatreya Yadav. I request the Treasurer of Alumni Association, Mr. Joseph, to kindly felicitate Mr. Dattatreya Yadav. The topic he expressed his views was home away from home, what has CPS given to me. The second prize goes to Ajinkya Pawar. I request the chief guest of the function to kindly the topic which he received as an applause was, what steps will I take if I become the warden of CPS? And to my surprise, he really spoke well and gave me also a few suggestions. A special appreciation award decided by the judges. The special appreciation award goes to Mr. Vijay Taide. He is a very simple, a very shy and a very very silent person in this hostel, and he has never decided in the hostel, but it was the first time in his life that he made a poem, and he has made a poem on CPS. So the judges thought that it was truly right if we give him an appreciation award. I request Dr. Sandeep Salvi to kindly felicitate Mr. Vijay Taide. I request all of you to kindly go through the poem which has been put on the photo gallery. A very beautiful poem he has written on CPS. The next extracurricular activity which was taken was the essay competition. It was a hard time for the judge to go through 84, 85 essays and pick up 2 best essays from them. The first prize goes to the General Secretary of our hostel, Mr. Pralog Lohar. I request the CPS of the function to kindly felicitate Mr. Pralog Lohar. The second prize goes to Mr. Samadhan Shaike. Both of their topics were, where do I see India in 2030? And they have expressed their excellent views in their essay competition. I request the guest of honor, Mr. Deepak Vakhare, to kindly felicitate Mr. Samadhan. The next 5 awards are a surprise to the students, and they were kept in secret till the certificates were made ready. These awards have been started by the previous warden, Mr. Santosh Salvi, and as a legacy, I have to take them ahead. So the next 5 awards are, the first one is the Student of the Year. This is given to the student who follows the rules and regulations, who does not go against the warden's decisions, who comes in the hostel in time, and Student of the Year goes to the General Secretary of our hostel, Mr. Pralog Lohar. I request the CPS to kindly felicitate Mr. Pralog Lohar. The next award is the Warden's Point. Again, the students have to stay in the warden's decisions, and the person or the boy who is a very calm person who has followed all the rules and regulations is Mr. Ajay Patil. I request Dr. Sandeep Salvi sir to kindly felicitate Mr. Ajay Patil. The next award has been given to the student who does his best academics in his academic career. This was a very favorite award which used to be given by Mr. Santosh Salvi, and I am very proud to announce this award to Mr. Shubham Fargade. Request the teachers to kindly felicitate Mr. Shubham Fargade. Next award goes to the Best Sportsman of the Year. Best Sportsman of the Year. Any guesses? I request the guest of honor, Mr. Deepak Vakhare, to kindly felicitate Mr. Samadhan, please stay there. The last award again goes to Mr. Samadhan Shaike for the best outgoing student. With a big hand of applause. Request the chief guest of the function to kindly felicitate Mr. Samadhan Shaike, the best outgoing student of the year.
success is not about winning or losing, but about the lesson learned and the journey taken. So, whether you are winner or loser, remember to focus on journey and lesson learned, as they will ultimately shape your path to success.
Now it's time for scholarship announcement. Our students are much more anxious to know the results of the scholarship. So once again, I would like to invite Honorable Warden Ma'am to present the results of scholarship.
I feel very proud to announce the scholarship awards which have been given for many years in the memory of a few people who have donated to this hostel, and they have requested that this money should go to the students who are in need. It's not the economical need, but it's the need of the students where it is difficult to strive in the city of Pune. So I stand here to announce these awards, these scholarship awards. The first scholarship awards have been sponsored by Reverend Abraham Lee. I request Reverend Abraham Lee kindly come on the dais. As every year, he gives scholarships to 3 students worth 2,000 rupees each. It's difficult for me to select the 3 students where I have to give these scholarship awards. So these scholarship awards goes to Rohidas Gangare. Please come on the dais to accept your award. Mr. Vijay Garan. Mr. Vishal Sahani. Thank you, Reverend Lee, for giving this opportunity to felicitate the students. The next scholarship is in the name of my Atya, Mrs. Vimaltai Londe. I request Alicia to kindly come on the stage and give away the scholarship award. This award goes to Mr. Dheeraj Jadhav. The next award is in the name of Mr. Karoke, who gives this award in his memory of his mother. This award goes to Mr. Shri Krishna Bhati. I request the chief guest of the function to give away this award to Mr. Shri Krishna Bhati. The next award scholarships are given in the memory of my dear mother, with whom we have formed a Vidya Pratishthan, and I request the Secretary of Vidya Pratishthan, Mrs. Sabara Chopde, to kindly come over and give away the scholarship awards. The scholarship award to Mr. Sanket Patangre. Sanket, please come on the dais. Students, please come fast. Shubham Nikam. Shubham Nikam. Pratik Patil. Pratik Patil. Saurav Pawar. Rohit Kumar Shelke. Vinod Rathod. Vinod Rathod. last scholarship is by the name of Mr. Nilesh Joshi, who is a past student of this hostel. But unfortunately, I think it is not today. I request Dr. Sandeep Salvi to give away the scholarship award to Mr. Bhushan Mahajan. Bhushan Mahajan.
Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you guys. Now let's move to revive the memories. Memories are the footprints we leave behind. Our journey through the space and time. Memories are the pages of our story, written in the ink of our experience and bound together by the threads of emotion. So I request now one of the senior most alumni, Mr. Uday Singh Patil, to express his view regarding CPS hostel and our late warden, Advocate Santosh Sade sir. I would like to mention that when I first entered in the hostel in 2019, sir was the general secretary, so I have got that pleasure to be under his I will call it jurisdiction. So
सर्वप्रथम सध्या जे त्या सर्वांचे आभार. खूपच चांगल्या पद्धतीने हा कार्यक्रम जो आहे ते सर्व अरेंजमेंट वगैरे केलेली आहे. कोणताही फंक्शन एखादं उत्कृष्ट किंवा चांगल्या प्रकारे व्हायचं असेल तर त्यासाठी इम्पॉर्टंट असतं त्यामध्ये सर्वांच्या फिलिंग्स असणं, इमोशन असणं. हा एक फंक्शन असा आहे की जिथे आम्ही ॲल्युमिनी आणि प्रेझेंट स्टुडंट सर्वांच्या इमोशन्स आहेत. आमच्या इमोशन असे आहेत की ते डेकोरेशन असो किंवा जे काही अरेंजमेंट असेल, सिटिंग अरेंजमेंट असेल, ते आम्हीही एकेकाळी केलेलं आहे. आणि जे सध्याचे विद्यार्थी आहेत त्यांनी जे केलंय तर ते कोणत्या मुवमेंट्समधून, कोणत्या मेमरीजमधून किंवा कोणते त्यांची प्रेझेंट ऑफ माइंड असेल ते आम्ही पाहू शकतो. काही गेस्ट आहेत जे कायम हॉस्टेलला येत असतात. ते हॉस्टेलचा आपण वर्षभराचे प्रोग्राम वगैरे बघितले तर यातून एक असं दिसून येतं की CPS हॉस्टेल आपण म्हणतो की होम अवे फ्रॉम होम. तर आपण ज्यावेळेस एखाद्या कॉलेजमधून वगैरे पास आउट होतो खूपच कमी वेळा असं होतं की आपण तिथे परत जातो. पण हे असं आहे की आपण आपलं घर जसं असतं की कुठेही गेलं जगाच्या पाठीवर की परत आपल्याला यावं वाटतं, तसं आम्हाला सुद्धा हॉस्टेलला नेहमीच यावंसं वाटतं. आणि कोणीही इन्व्हाइट नाही केलं तरी आम्ही वाट बघत असतो की गॅदरिंग केव्हा आहे किंवा 26 की जेणेकरून आम्हाला येता येईल, परत मेमरीज आम्हाला बघता येईल. आणि साळवी सरांची आठवण नेहमी होतच असते, होतच राहणार, सदैव काही वाद नाही. परंतु मॅडम सुद्धा खूप चांगल्या पद्धतीने हॉस्टेल चालत आहेत, त्यांचे आभार. कारण एक वाटायचं की बाबा सर ज्या पद्धतीने करतायत त्या पद्धतीने सरांच्या पुढं काय, पण खूप चांगल्या पद्धतीने सरांनी एक आपल्याला जो बेस दिलेला आहे त्यावरती एक बिल्डिंग हॉस्टेलची चालू आहे की सदैव चालू ठेवण्यासाठी आपण ॲल्युमिनी सुद्धा आपली काहीतरी ऋण आहेत आपल्यावर हॉस्टेलची, त्यामुळं आपण सुद्धा काहीतरी देणं लागतो. म्हणून इन फ्युचर आपणही आपल्या पद्धतीने मदत करत राहू. आणि परत एकदा सर्व ॲल्युमिनीच्या वतीने सुद्धा खूप सारे धन्यवाद. आणि परत एकदा आपल्या सर्वांचे मेमरीज जागृत झालेले आहेत. सर्वांचे धन्यवाद. थँक्यू.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite another alumni of hostel, Mr. Devendra Gilankar, sir, to express his view and feelings regarding hostel.
प्रथम मला इथं बोलवल्याबद्दल मी सर्वांचे धन्यवाद मानतो. मी 2010ला इथं साळवी सर असताना ॲडमिशन घेतलं होतं हॉस्टेलला. म्हणजे पहिल्यांदाच पुण्यात आलेलो होतो मी. आणि घरची परिस्थिती बघितली तर शक्य बाहेर हॉस्टेल मॅनेज करणं वगैरे. तर मला मित्राकडनं कळालं की इकडे हॉस्टेलला व्यवस्था होऊ शकते. मी हॉस्टेलला आलो, सरांना भेटलो. सरांनी मला पहिला प्रश्न विचारला हॉस्टेलमध्ये कोणी ओळखीचं राहतं का तुझं, म्हणजे कोणी वशिला वगैरे लावलाय का काय. आता माझ्या ओळखीचं नव्हतं तेव्हा कोणी, म्हणून मी बोललो की नाही, की मी डायरेक्ट आलो. नंतर ऍडमिशन घेतलं. आता जेव्हा ग्रामीण भागात नाही तर पुण्यामध्ये येतो. पुण्यात एक प्रकारची शिस्त असते, एक विचार असतो. ग्रामीण भागामध्ये आपल्याला तसं बघायला मिळत नाही. तिथलं कॉलेज घेतलं किंवा हॉस्टेल घेतलं तर तिथं तर जे अकॅडमिक मध्ये ग्रॅज्युएशनला होतो त्याच्यापेक्षा चांगला परफॉर्मन्स पहिल्यांदा येऊन फर्ग्युसन कॉलेजला ऍडमिशन घेतलं होतं. चांगला मार्क्स मिळाला. तिथलं बेस्ट अचिव्हर म्हणून मला एका वर्षाचं म्हणजे ॲप्रिसिएशन मिळालं मला कॉलेजला. आणि शिस्तीमुळेच पुढे मग मी एक्झाम वगैरे देऊन आता चांगल्या नोकरीला आहे. आणि असंच आम्हाला जेव्हा हॉस्टेल वाटतं की आता सर होते तेव्हा की सरांनंतरही सुद्धा हे हॉस्टेल असंच चालू राहावं, कारण सगळ्या मुलांना शक्य होत नाही पुण्यात येऊन चांगलं शिक्षण घ्यावं आणि टिकून राहावं. शिक्षण झाल्यानंतर सुद्धा सरांनी मला इथे राहायची संधी दिली. त्याचा फायदा घेऊन मी परीक्षा पासून आता सध्या नोकरी करतोय राज्य शासनामध्ये. तर मी आज आम्ही सर्वच सरांना खूप मिस करतोय की त्यांच्यामुळे ते शक्य झालं, नाही आज तरी बोललो असतो मी जर हॉस्टेलला नसतो राहिलो. तर सर्वांचे धन्यवाद, मॅडमांचे धन्यवाद, आज आम्हाला संधी उपलब्ध केली. असंच आम्ही येत राहू.
Thank you, sir.
Now I request Mr. Deepak Wakre sir to express his feeling as a guest of honor as well as the past student of CPS hostel.
Good evening, everybody. First, my guru, late Mr. Santosh Salvi sir. I really missing him because every opportunity in the life you must have, and the director of your behavior, and I consider like Mr. Santosh Salvi sir was my director in the hostel time. As a past student of CPSI, I really express gratitude towards Honorable Warden Sangeeta ma'am giving me the opportunity, beautiful journey when you are sitting over there and coming on the dais after decade or interval of time. So I'm expressing my feeling toward the CPS hostel, and definitely many of the students, they have kept the feelings of hostel life forever. So the feelings of hostel life, if I express my feelings, definitely जे मराठी पोरं तिकडे बसलेली त्यांच्यामध्ये फिलिंग्स किंवा आपण जेव्हा एक्सप्रेस होतो कुठल्या प्रेमाबद्दल किंवा आपण ज्या ठिकाणी आयुष्याची काही वर्ष घालवली त्या ठिकाणी जेव्हा आपण एक्सप्रेस होतो त्यावेळेस शब्द आपल्याला जोडायला जमत नाही. त्यावेळेस आपल्या मनामध्ये फार फिलिंग्स असतात पण आपल्याला त्या वेळेस एक्सप्रेस कसं व्हावं हे कळत नसतं. माझी कंडिशन जरा तशीच आहे. एक्सप्रेस कसं व्हावं हे मला कळत नाही बिकॉज आयुष्यातले प्रत्येक माणूस आयुष्यात जो आपला येतो त्याच्या मेमरीज कायम असतात. सगळ्याच गोष्टी आपल्याला परत मिळवता येतात, पैसा मिळवता येतो, प्रॉपर्टी मिळवता येते, एव्हरीथिंग. बट एकच गोष्ट आपल्या लाईफमध्ये अशी असते जी पुन्हा कितीही आपण पैसे मोजले तरी ते मिळत नाही, आणि ती म्हणजे वेळ. जो आयुष्याचा वेळ आपण नुसतेच काही तास नव्हे तर आपण काही वर्ष घालवलेली आहेत त्या ठिकाणच्या मेमरीज जेव्हा आपण सांगतो त्यावेळेस ऑब्व्हियसली त्याच्या मागची फिलॉसॉफी किंवा त्या वेळेचे आपले ज्या कंडिशन प्रत्येक ठिकाणाचा असतो. सो ते जे डिरेक्शन किंवा तो जो अनुभव आपण त्यावेळेस घेतो त्यावेळेस अशा आपल्या लाईफच्या प्रत्येक स्टेजमध्ये आपण एक आयडॉल जो नजरेसमोर ठेवून त्यातल्या काही गोष्टी आपण आत्मसात करण्याचा प्रयत्न करतो. आणि इन्कल्केट करताना आपण एक विचार करतो की या ठिकाणी मी जर असतो किंवा झालोच तर मी काय केलं. सो द क्वालिटीज आय रिअली रिमेंबर, सरांच्या क्वालिटीज ज्या मी आत्मसात करण्याचा प्रयत्न केला, दॅट इज काटकसर. मला अजूनही आठवतंय की जेव्हा मी सरांना भेटायला जायचो त्यावेळेस सर पेन्सिलनी एका बॅक प्रिंटेड पेजवरती लिहायचे. इवन जेव्हा त्यांचं ते काम संपायचं, रबरनी ते रफ करायचे आणि पुन्हा ते यूज करायचे. बिकॉज ही नोज द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ ट्रीज दॅट टाइम. एन्व्हायरमेंट प्लस काटकसर काय असते मी त्यावेळेस खूप जवळून सरांना बघितलं. आय वॉज द जनरल सेक्रेटरी इन 2011 बॅच आणि माझे काही मित्रही इथे आहेत. सो त्यांनाही मी फार सांगायचो की पेपर्स ही मोठी काही गोष्ट नाहीये, की परत यूज करण्यासाठी गोष्ट नाहीये, बट जेव्हा आपण ते आत्मसात करायला लागतो किंवा फॉलो करायला लागतो त्यावेळेस कदाचित आपल्याला त्यावेळेस जाणवतं की दॅट वॉज व्हेरी स्मॉल ऍक्टिव्हिटी, स्मॉल इव्हेंट जो आपण त्यावेळेस कॅज्युअली घेतला, बट त्याचे इफेक्ट जे आहेत लाईफमध्ये ते फार लॉंग टर्म असतात. इवन हॉस्टेलचा जो आहे, प्रत्येक दरवर्षी जेव्हा गॅदरिंग वगैरे व्हायचं, सगळ्या मुलांची आमची मीटिंग व्हायची आणि सर ते खर्च किती झालाय सगळं एक ना एक आकडा त्यावेळेस सांगायचे. खरं पाहिलं तर सरांना खर्च मुलांना सांगायची काहीही गरज नाही, बट द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कशाला म्हणतात किंवा एखादी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी जेव्हा आपण पूर्ण करतो त्यावेळेस हाऊ यू एक्सप्रेस अँड लिगसी कशी पास केली पाहिजे, दॅट इज द बेस्ट एक्झाम्पल. सो तीच लिगसी आजपर्यंत, म्हणजे आता फार मोठं कन्स्ट्रक्शन झालेलं आहे, त्यावेळेस फक्त कमी रूम्स होत्या, आता भरपूर एक्सपान्शन झालं आणि रिअली हॅपी की इतकं मोठं एक्सपान्शन करून ज्या विद्यार्थ्यांना खरोखर गरज आहे, म्हणजे कदाचित मी असं म्हणतो की मला जर CPS हॉस्टेलला ऍडमिशन मिळालं नसतं तर कदाचित मी पुण्यामध्ये राहू शकलो नसतो. बिकॉज एखाद्या मिडल क्लास फॅमिलीमधून किंवा एखाद्या आर्थिक परिस्थिती आपण विद्यार्थी बघतो तर महत्वाचा प्रश्न पुण्यामध्ये तो अकोमोडेशनचा असतो. सो तिथं फी जरी कमी असली कॉलेजेसमध्ये तरी अकोमोडेशनचा खर्च तो अफोर्डेबल नसतो ग्रामीण भागातल्या विद्यार्थ्यांसाठी. पण CPS इज द वन ऑफ द ऑप्शन. हे एक आन्सर आहे की आर्थिक परिस्थितीतून जरी कुठल्या विद्यार्थ्याला पुण्यासारख्या भागामध्ये शिकायचं असेल, अकोमोडेशनचं हे आन्सर आहे की तुम्ही कमीत कमी नो प्रॉफिट नो लॉस या बेसिसवरती हे जे रन करते, इज अ ब्युटिफुल कॉन्सेप्ट. अँड डेफिनेटली ज्या ज्या विद्यार्थ्यांनी इथं ऍडमिशन घेतलेलं आहे, सेमिस्टर का असे ना, त्यांनी ज्यांनी इथं घालवलेलं आहे त्यांच्या लाईफमध्ये त्याचे लॉंग टर्म इफेक्ट अजून इवन प्रत्येक रूम ज्या त्यावेळेस आम्ही जेव्हा होतो, कदाचित आपके टाइम में भी बहुत डिफरेंस होगा, अभी जो डिफरेंस है वो डिफरेंस आपको भी अभी दिखाई दिया होगा. आमच्या प्रत्येक रूम मध्ये जसं तुमच्या आता रूम मध्ये प्लग दिसच्या ऑडिटोरियम आहे, दिसला हॉलच्या बाहेर 2 प्लग असायचे चार्जिंग करायला. सो जशी डेव्हलपमेंट, जसं जगाच्या प्रवाहासोबत आपण गेलं पाहिजे, त्या प्रवाहानुसार आज जी स्टेज आहे हॉस्टेलची, दॅट इज रिअली अप्रिशिएबल. आणि परत परत जेव्हा आपण येतो हॉस्टेलमध्ये त्यावेळेस नक्कीच आपण एक शब्द नक्की म्हणतो की हॉल, ग्राउंड आणि मेस, या 3 गोष्टीबद्दल आपण आवर्जून बोलत असतो अजूनही. सो आय रिमेंबर की पुण्यासारख्या प्राईम लोकेशनच्या ठिकाणी किती अफोर्डेबल असावं. इतका अफोर्डेबल म्हणजे आमचं डिस्कशन व्हायचं बऱ्याच वेळा की हे परवडत कसं काय असेल. इतक्या कमी 9 साडेनऊच्या नंतर सायलेन्स पिरियड असायचा आणि सायलेन्स पिरियड नंतर सांगितलं होतं, पण तरीही माझ्याकडनं मला पहिल्यांदा काही माहिती नव्हतं सरांचा स्वभाव, आणि मी सापडलो. 9:30 वाजता मी हातात मोबाईल घेतला. मला सगळ्या मित्रांना मला सांगायचं आहे की ही क्वालिटी इज अ वन ऑफ द एव्हर. मी सरांना शेवटच्या दिवसापर्यंत कधीही एकेरी बोललेलं ऐकलं नाही विद्यार्थी. त्यावेळेस सरांनी मला म्हटलं, दीपक तो मोबाईल द्या तुमचा. तर मी घाबरलो, तुम्ही मोबाईल दिला आणि पुन्हा 2 दिवस मला काही हिंमत झाली नाही पुन्हा मोबाईल घ्यायची. पण कसं तरी करत मी सरांकडे गेलो आणि मोबाईल मागितला. व्यक्ती सुद्धा असतो, त्या बॉडी लँग्वेज म्हणूनच आपल्याला हे पुन्हा मी कधी करणार नाही आणि त्यावेळेस मला ते जाणवणार नाही. हा जो एक पार्ट आहे, शिकवणीचा पार्ट आहे, हा डेफिनेटली अप्रिशिएबल आहे आणि मला ते कधीच विसरण्यासारखं नाहीये. जे अजूनही डिसिप्लिन मला सरांच्या दिलेल्या किंवा त्यावेळेच्या मला अजूनही आठवतात, ते यूज करतो, वापरतो सुद्धा. इवन या सगळ्या फिलिंग्स शेअर करताना ज्या म्हणजे अजूनही तुमच्यामध्ये बऱ्याचशा वाटत असेल की आम्हाला हे मिळत नाही, हे मिळत नाही, फारच स्ट्रिक्ट आहे, असं जरी वाटत असलं, तुम्ही हॉस्टेल सोडताना डेफिनेटली कधीतरी एकदा विचार करा, तुम्हाला आठवेल की दॅट वॉज द व्हेरी प्राईम टाइम इन माय लाईफ. सो जरी आपल्याला त्यावेळेस महत्व कळत नाही, पण जेव्हा आपण इथून जातो त्यावेळेस रिअली आपल्याला असं वाटतं की मी काही वेळ तिथं वेस्ट तर नाही ना केला. मला जे डिसिप्लिन मला वाटायचं फारच नियम वगैरे आहेत, हे आपल्याला हवेसे वाटू लागतं जेव्हा आपण इथून बाहेर जातो. सो डेफिनेटली की जेव्हाही अशा फिलिंग्स आपण शेअर करतो किंवा कोणालाही आपण सांगताना, बरेचसे विद्यार्थी जे त्याही वेळेस होते, बऱ्याचशा मी गेल्याच्या नंतर आमच्या काही बॅचच्या नंतर काही प्रोफेशनली इथे राहायला आले आणि मी सरांना थोडीशी तक्रार केली. मी अधूनमधून सरांना भेटायला यायचो आणि मी सरांना थोडीशी तक्रार केली की सर, आमच्या वेळेस तुम्ही असं का नाही केलं की कॉलेज संपल्यानंतर सुद्धा तुम्ही इथं येऊ शकता. बट सरांचं विजन किंवा की आता गोष्टीला एक वेळ असते, तो जेव्हा वेळ येईल डेफिनेटली तुम्ही राहायला इथं या. पण अनफॉर्च्युनेटली ती वेळ झाली नाही की मला पुन्हा हॉस्टेलमध्ये ऍडमिशन घ्यावं. पण डेफिनेटली जरी मला खरंच संधी जर मिळाली सीपीएस मध्ये राहण्याची, तर डेफिनेटली की एक 15 दिवस महिनाभर सीपीएस मध्ये राहायचं, तर प्लीज अलाव मी. कारण इथलं जे ऍटमॉस्फिअर आहे हे अभ्यासासाठी तर हेल्दी आहेच, पण जो डिसिप्लिन, जसं आपण फाईल फेस करतो, रिफ्रेश होतो, एक रिफ्रेशमेंट आहे. तुम्हाला सेल्फ डेव्हलपमेंटसाठी, मोटिवेशनसाठी सीपीएस इज द बेस्ट मोटिवेशन प्लेस. इथे जेव्हाही आपण शिक्षण घेता एक्स्ट्रा करिक्युलर ऍक्टिव्हिटीमध्ये जेव्हा पार्टिसिपेट होतो, त्या एक्स्ट्रा करिक्युलर पार्टिसिपेटमध्ये बरेचसे आपल्याला म्हणजे फक्त शिक्षणच नाही, बिकॉज मार्कशीट और युअर रिझल्ट इज जस्ट लाईक अ पास, येस आय एम क्वालिफाईड ऑन. बट जेव्हा समाजामध्ये वावरतो किंवा एखाद्या सोसायटीमध्ये आपण जेव्हा आपलं नाव कमवायला जातो किंवा आपल्याला काहीतरी नाव करायचं असतं, त्यावेळेस ह्या सगळ्या क्वालिटीज ज्या आहेत, दॅट इज अ स्किल डेव्हलपमेंट किंवा पर्सनॅलिटी डेव्हलपमेंट, त्या सगळ्या इव्हेंट्समधनं आपल्याला डेव्हलप होत असतं. सो इन दॅट टाइम इलोकेशन कॉम्पिटिशनचा जो कॉन्सेप्ट आहे हा त्यावेळेस पासून मला फार आवडत होता. मला भाषण वगैरे असं काही फारसं आवडत नसायचं. इथे सांगायला काही हरकत नाही, त्यावेळेस असं कॉम्पिटिशन असते पोरांमध्ये, आताही असेल कदाचित, की ह्यांनी पार्टिसिपेट घेतले, मी घेतो, मला येत नसेल किंवा असेल, पण मी ह्या ग्रुपने पार्टिसिपेट केलं, ह्या ग्रुपमध्ये पार्टिसिपेट कसं मुलांमध्ये त्यावेळेस होतं आणि इलोकेशन कॉम्पिटिशन पार्टिसिपेट करायला लागले. कदाचित हा बोलण्याचा कॉन्फिडन्स मला त्या इलोकेशन कॉम्पिटिशन मधून आला असेल. हा जो कॉन्फिडन्स आहे या प्रत्येक इव्हेंट मधून आपल्याला मिळत असतो आणि माय फिलिंग्स टू एक्सप्रेस माय एक्स्ट्रा करिक्युलर ऍक्टिव्हिटी जे काय असेल ते, पण ते एक्सप्रेस करताना आपल्याला जो डिसिप्लिनचा पार्ट आहे तो विसरून चालत नाही. ही शिस्त आपल्याला सीपीएस मधून लागते आणि तुम्हाला ती लागली असेल. आय रिअली थँकफुल टू ऑल द डिग्निटरीज. मी सगळ्यांना पहिल्यांदा भेटलोय, म्हणजे कदाचित आहातच, पण प्रत्येक सगळ्यांना आता भेटलेलो आहे आणि they are very super senior personalities of CPS hostel and Dr. Sir, I really what I say की I feel like की कदाचित मी तुमच्या सानिध्यात असतो त्यावेळेस हॉस्टेलमध्ये असताना, सो डेफिनेटली एक दोन क्वालिटी मला आणखी चांगलं शिकायला मिळालं असतं त्यावेळेस. बट लेट्स सी की कदाचित सरांकडून मला अजूनही मी आपलं प्रोफाईल बघत असतो सर. इवन तुमचं जे इज अ व्हेरी प्राऊड थिंग की आपल्यामध्ये इंडियामध्येच नाही, इंडियात टॉपमोस्ट अँड जगामध्ये 50व्या ज्या रँक आहे, 15th रँक, त्या रँकमध्ये सरांचं नाव आहे आणि रिअली प्राऊड. आय रिअली व्यक्तिमत्व असून सुद्धा जो हंबलनेस आहे, किंवा मी हे माझ्या विद्यार्थ्यांनाही सांगतो, जिथे जिथे जातो मी हे उदाहरण नक्की देतो, की नॉलेज किंवा जी पर्सनॅलिटी असते ते नम्रतेने फार शोभून दिसते. विनोबा भावे म्हणतात की विद्या विनयीने शोभते. विनम्रतेने जे तुमचं नॉलेज आहे, विद्या आहे, ती आणखी शोभून दिसते. आणि तो पार्ट जो आहे, आय रिअली ट्रॅप म्हणून बोलेल, कस्टर्ड जे आपण बनवतो दॅट इज व्हेरी ब्युटिफुल. खरं तर आमच्या बरेचसे मित्र माझे आले, मी त्यांना खूप सांगतो की हे खायचं असेल तर तुम्ही CPS हॉस्टेलला जायचं आणि तिथेच आपण हे एन्जॉय करू शकतो. बिकॉज तुमचं सक्सेस सेलिब्रेट करण्यासाठी किंवा लाईफ मधले कुठलेही अचिव्हमेंट सेलिब्रेट करण्यासाठी तुम्हाला तशा माणसांची गरज असते, आणि ती माणसं तुम्हाला CPS मधून मिळतात, मिळालेली असतील आणि मिळतील सुद्धा. सो सक्सेस सेलिब्रेट करण्यासाठी आपण ॲल्युमिनी, मी तुमची माफी मागतो, आय रिअली अपोलोजाइज की मी ॲल्युमिनी मीटला येऊ शकलो नाही, मी आउट ऑफ स्टेशन असल्यामुळे. बिकॉज मला खूप इच्छा होती यायची, कारण त्यावेळेस खूप सिनियर मोस्ट पर्सन आपल्या त्या इव्हेंटला येणार होतं. आय वॉज आउट ऑफ स्टेट, त्याच्यामुळे मला येता आलं नाही. आय रिअली अपोलोजाइज. पण डेफिनेटली ॲल्युमिनी मीट जेव्हाही असेल आय विल बी देअर. जास्त वेळ न घेत. येस 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 डेफिनेटली मी तिथे असणार, 100% असणार. आणि जिथे जेव्हाही मला चान्स मिळेल, सर असतानाही मी येत होतो, आता मी तुम्हालाही भेटायला येणारच आहे जेव्हा जेव्हा मला चान्स मिळेल. फक्त एक रिक्वेस्ट आहे की जेव्हा ॲल्युमिनी मीट असेल त्यावेळेस असं नॉलेज शेअरिंग सेशन असेल किंवा प्रत्येकाच्या फिलिंग्स एक्सप्रेस करण्याची सगळ्यांना संधी द्यायला पाहिजे, आणि ती तुम्ही देणार आय होप सो. जास्त वेळ न घेता, कारण भावनेच्या भरात वाहणे तसं मला जाणवायला लागलं, कदाचित मी भावनेच्या भरात वाहत जाईल, तर मी थोडा कंट्रोल करतो. आणि सगळ्यांना तुमच्या सगळ्या भविष्यासाठी, पुढच्या आयुष्यासाठी खूप खूप शुभेच्छा देतो. थँक्यू सो मच.
अगदी खरं बोलला सर. आठवणी असतात, आणि CPS ची आठवणी म्हणजे काय तर जगा वेगळ्याच. इथले मुलं, इथले इन्स्टिट्यूशन, इथला इतिहास आणि इथले फॅकल्टी कम स्टाफ मेंबर्स, दे ऑलवेज मोटिवेट अस. आणि सरांनी जसं लाईक सर मेन्शन द इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ ट्रीज सर हॅड, आय थिंक सर इज सक्सेसफुल इन पासिंग दॅट ट्रेड्स इन टू अस. Like the function we had for the starting program of plantation of the tree, I think that is the symbol of what sir has passed throughout this hierarchy. So thank you once again, sir.
समझ नहीं आता कि जिंदगी यादें है कि यादों में जिंदगी है, और ये CPS की यादें तो हमेशा साथ रहती है, कभी दुखी करती है तो कभी हंसाती है. जो लम्हे बीत गए वो आज भी याद है, वो दोस्ती, वो प्यार आज रहा है. वो यादें बांटने के लिए मैं बुलाना चाहता हूँ आवर नेक्स्ट एलुमनाई संदीप लावारे सर.
I would like to mention that Sandeep sir was the General Secretary of CPS Hostel. Welcome you, sir.
गुड इव्हिनिंग टू ऑल. आदरणीय व्यासपीठ आणि व्यासपीठावरील मान्यवर, त्यामध्ये आजचे कार्यक्रमाचे चीफ गेस्ट असतील, गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर असतील, संदीप सर असतील, सिनियर मोस्ट पास स्टुडंट असतील, जे काही ॲल्युमनाय आले ते, आणि जे प्रेझेंट स्टुडंट आहेत. तर आठवणी म्हणजे या CPSच्या खूप काही, 2-3 पुस्तकं लिहून झाले तरी संपणार नाही, त्यामुळे थोडक्यात बोलतो आणि थांबतो. CPS मध्ये ज्या वेळेला आलो 2015, तर त्यावेळेला छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराजांनी जसं मावळ्यांना शोधून काढलं, एकेका क्वालिटीचा एक मावळा जसा शोधला, तसेच आळवी सर पहिल्यांदा कधीच एका मध्ये त्या मुलाचं ऍडमिशन होला असं नसायचं. सर त्याला पूर्ण वाखाणण्याशिवाय त्याला ऍडमिशन देत नसायचे. निदान एका मुलाला 4 ते 5 वेळा तरी हॉस्टेलला चक्कर मारायला लागायचे, आणि त्याच्यानंतर सर डिसाईड करायचे ऍडमिशन द्यायचं की नाही. तो सरांमध्ये तो जो गुण होता, आज आपल्याला इथे बसणाऱ्यांपैकी आज इथे बसणारे काही जण आपल्या समोर आहेत आणि खूप खूप जण आश्रमामध्ये खूप काही मोलाची कामगिरी करतो हे मात्र नक्की बघायला मिळालं. जसं की आपण सेलिब्रेट सर्व काही केलंय त्यांना नक्कीच धन्यवाद देऊ. त्यानंतर हॉस्टेलमध्ये हॉस्टेलची शिस्त असेल आणि काही गोष्टी काही रूल्स रेग्युलेशन जे सुरुवातीपासून चालवले तर ते रूल्स रेग्युलेशन असतील जो तो घडतो आणि काही वर्षानंतर जसं दीपक सरांनी खूप काही सांगितलं तसं इथं आल्यानंतर नक्कीच आठवणीच्या स्वरूपात खूप काही बोलतो तर त्याला थांबावं लागतं. तर एवढंच सांगू इच्छित जे काही प्रेझेंट स्टुडंट आलात हॉस्टेलला तर एवढं बोलतो आणि थांबतो. धन्यवाद.
गुड इव्हनिंग एव्हरीवन. गुड इव्हनिंग. मी हॉस्टेलला 2010-2012ला होतो. मी ते जी पण होतो. सर्वप्रथम मी जेव्हा पुण्यामध्ये आलो त्यावेळेस मला फर्ग्युसन कॉलेजला हॉस्टेलला ॲडमिशन भेटलं नाही. त्यानंतर मी सरांकडे आलो. सरांनी मला 3 वेळेस बोलवलं आणि त्यानंतर त्यांनी मला ॲडमिशन दिलं. तर CPS हॉस्टेलच्या वातावरणावर एवढी शांतता असते इथे तर मी नेहमी त्या गोष्टीचा अभ्यास केला आणि आज मी IIT कानपूरमध्ये टेक्निकल ऑफिसर आहे न्यूक्लिअर एक्सिलेटरमध्ये. अशा पद्धतीने मला नेहमी आठवतं CPS हॉस्टेल. मागच्या वेळेसही मला यायचं होतं पण काही कारणास्तव सुट्ट्या नाही मिळाल्यामुळे मी आलो नाही. पण ह्यावेळेस मी आलो आणि म्हटलं चला मित्रांनाही बोलवलं आणि अशा पद्धतीने मी सर्वांचं थँक्यू मानतो की मला बोलवलं त्याबद्दल. थँक्यू एव्हरीवन.
Thank you, sir, for expressing your feelings.
Now we are here to felicitate some of the most important personalities. Now I would like to invite Henry Christie sir on stage. I will request Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Gurudayal Singh sir, to felicitate Henry Christie sir. Now I request Mr. Ajay Gajbhu sir to come on dais. I request Chief Guest to felicitate. Ajay sir. Now I request the most beloved person of CPS Hostel, Rambao, to come on dais. I would like to request all the dignitaries to felicitate Rambao. I will request Rahul Kate to come on dais. He is also one of the important personality of CPS family. Rahul. I request Ram Battala to come on dais. I request dignitaries to felicitate Ram Battala. Sandeep Bhau to come on dais. I request dignitaries to felicitate Sandeep Bhau. I request Anand Dada to come on dais. I request Anand Dada to come on dais. I would like to mention that these all people are the very pillar of CPS hostel. Thank you, dignitaries. Mr. Gurudayal Singh sir, as we are aware that sir was student of CPS hostel. So as the present student, we all are excited to hear from you sir, your experience about CPS hostel, your feelings about CPS hostel. So I would like to request today's chief guest, Mr. Gurudayal Singh sir. Let's listen.
Dear friends, guys, and all my teachers in this course. Now you asked about my experience, but my experience says that it's very, it is you feel as you're coming as a chief guest, but nobody wants to listen to chief guest because the program is so much delayed. Everybody is interested, wants to eat something and all that, and no one wants program to be prolonged. So I'll just talk of my experience. I won't talk much. I won't give much lecture and all that. But I'll tell about my experience as a CPS hostel and all that. I am associated with the hostel. I came into the hostel in 1978. And from that time, I am very lucky to be with a member of Golden Jubilee Committee. I had attended Golden Jubilee celebrations in the year 1978-79. Then after that, Diamond Jubilee, and then Platinum Jubilee. Now I was telling Sangeeta, if I'm alive, if I'm safe, please call me for central function or trumpet function. I'll definitely come where I am. Because the thing is that now I'm settled in Punjab. I was here, and luckily I was here. She called me. She phoned me and said that I want you to come. I said, okay, I'll definitely come. Actually, I wanted to come in November only, but I could not make it because of the situation in Punjab and all that. Now see, one thing what I have learned from the CPS hostel, it is that there is no gain without pain. If you want to gain something, you have to face the pain. And facing that pain, how to face that pain, you learn in CPS. We don't get all the facilities that we want in the private hostels, in what others hostels got. We don't get all those facilities. So I was talking about plug of charger. That time we didn't have mobiles. That time we didn't have phone. When I was here 78 to 82, neither STD was there, ordinary dial system was there. Sometimes when you used to call, you have to book the lightning call and all that. Otherwise we had no other facilities. So most of the time was that you sit together, you play together, you come from the hostel, spend your time sitting on the wall, and as soon as you used to see the time of rector coming, get down from the wall, run inside the hostel. As soon as you come in, again go and sit on the wall. That was the time we used to do. Now they say it's a social networking. You be social media. But what I feel, you have become more unsocial. Earlier, friends used to meet, used to talk, used to play together. We used to play cricket on this ground, this entrance ground. This whole thing was open. We used to play here. Sandeep was our fast bowler. We used to call him Andy Roberts. I remember Sangeeta calling him Bedi right from that time. So these were the things. We used to play. We used to mix together. We used to have a nice time. But now you see most of the people that come from the college, go into the room, play with the mobiles, no one meeting anybody. You just send message on the phone, that's all. Nothing else. So, what I feel when you are in the hostel, and actually that time we were lucky, we had only 40 students in the hostel. And hostel was so cheap that time, Sangeeta was reminding me of 150 rupees. But that time we were paying 60 rupees only. 60 rupees per term and 60 rupees for the mess. And I remember very well, we were from a very, my father was an ex-army man. We were four brothers and sisters. And how he taught us, I know that he was a retired army person. He used to send me 100 rupees. And in that 100 rupees also, I used to save about 10 rupees. Because things were very cheap. Now I see, I don't see, these are all the developments, the changes and developments that are taking place. I see everybody in good clothes. That time we had only 2 shirts, 2 pants, at the most 3 shirts, 2 pants, wash in the evening, use it for the next day. Things used to go like this. Sometimes you used to stitch your pants, sometimes you used to stitch the shirts. Things were that way. You can't blame that way. These are all the development that has taken place now. That time it was only 40 students. I remember someone, I think Vakure Sharman said, it was very difficult how to run the mess. But that time, sir had a very good idea. He allowed students from other hostels to come and eat here. But when they used to eat, after we finished our times, they were allowed to eat only after 8. And we were allowed to till the hostel was, this mess was open. They were allowed. I remember very much. Many students, though, was doing some courses here. I don't know, that's an agriculture college and some silk development course that was going on that Bombay Pune road. Students used to come from there to eat food here. And I assure you, one who has eaten food in CPS hostel, you get used to eat such type of food that you can eat food anywhere. I don't blame that. What do you expect to get in 60 rupees? One bhaji, one varan, chapatis, rice, and feast on Sundays. Feast used to be great. Sometimes jalebis, sometimes I heard about the curd salad. First time. Actually, custard we had heard. But curd salad I heard for the first time. Gulab jamun used to have. I remember very well, we had one Anna. Do you remember Anna? He used to run the mess. And then after some Sindhi lady also came because Anna got paralytic attack and all that. We had a nice time. We really enjoyed. That was the life. That was the way of leading the life. But now what has happened? Everybody is running. Everybody wants to be with the mobile world. I don't feel that is the way of success. For success, hard work is very essential. You be on network, you see mobile phone, but keep your time limited. Don't spend your time on mobile. Whatever you read on mobile, whatever you read on WhatsApp, whatever you read on this is not true. Everything is not true. Certain things are true, certain things are not true. And as my friendly advice to all my hostelites, avoid politics. Don't take interest in politics till you are settled somewhere. And what experience I have got, what I have seen, I hardly see any student from CPS hostel not doing well in future. As far as I have seen, my batchmates. I remember one, I'll give you one example. We had one, last time he was the chief guest, Joseph Augustine. He came from such a poor family. His sister, she was a nun. She was a nun in the ashram. And then she went to some Nirmal ashram in Shriram and all that. And his sister, second sister, she was a nurse in some hospital. He came from Kerala. And such a time he had, he could not eat food also, he could not pay for the mess also sometimes. So rector was so lenient that him allowed ask Anna not to stop him from eating the mess. So I remember very well, he had one more friend with him, Varghese. So at that time smoking was allowed in the hostel, not in front of rector, but people used to smoke. Now smoking is banned everywhere. You cannot do so. But I remember very well both of them sharing a single pidi. See, this is not the thing. This is not a thing of great thing. But I'm telling you how those students they faced the hardships in those days and where they are now. Joseph retired as a senior regional manager from Indian Oriental Bank of Commerce. He did his MSW from here. And I remember the day his letter of appointment came. I was in the hostel. I was in this room number 4. Postman came with a letter. And I asked him to give me the register. He said, no, he has to come to collect it. So I just saw that it was written Oriental Bank of Commerce on it. So he came from the college, and I told Joseph, this was a register letter has come on your name. And it was from Oriental Bank of Commerce. And I didn't know what was actually that. He was so happy, he became so mad. He really bit me on my arms. That time, you remember, I told this incident on when I had come for the 85th annual gathering. I was the chief guest that time. I repeated the same thing, and he was at that time also. So what I am saying, it is that so people have faced such a hardship here. After that, he told me, I gave an interview in Punjab National Bank, and now actually Oriental Bank of Commerce is merged with the Punjab National Bank. So that is the way that Varghese, he was a lecturer in Nandurbar. Then he became the head of the Department of Zoology in Nandurbar. But unfortunately he died because of heart attack. So what I have seen not from here only, from abroad also. We had students from Nepal, we had students from South Africa, we had students from Burma, we had students from Sri Lanka. Do you remember Bala, Mahindra? Sri Lanka, they were from Sri Lanka. But the thing was that time no politics was there. Now you see everywhere now politics between Tamilians and Chinalis, Hindus and Muslims, Hindus and Sikhs and Muslims, everywhere. I remember very well when people are saying, like this said, he used to ask to come second time, third time, fourth time, he used to see. When he came for the first time in the hostel, he asked me, why? That was 78. And he said, why do you want in the CPS hostel? I said, sir, outside no one is giving me a hostel because I'm a Sardar. And the things were such that time, terrorist activities were on the highest peak. And in private, no one was giving me a hostel. He immediately gave me the hostel. Without asking anything, he gave me the hostel. And from that time onwards, till the date he was alive, he was in touch with me. But I really feel very sorry as I was not able to attend his function on 5th November. Whenever he used to come to Nagar, he used to come to meet Bishop Veragat. The bishop used to stay just in front of my office. And whenever he used to come to meet, he used to come to meet me. And then we used to have a nice time. We used to have khana, mana and all that. Once I took him to home. I don't boast myself. He came to my house, Sandeep was also there. Do you remember Sandeep? He came to my house. And by the grace of God, I have made a good house. He was so much impressed. He said, I don't believe that a student of CPS can reach as that height. This is just because what I'm telling you, this is just because of pains. You have to take pains. Very simple, fundamental logic of life. You work very hard for first 10 years, then enjoy your life for 50 years. Or you enjoy 10 years of life and work very hard for 50 years. This is up to you. This is the age when you can work hard. When you grow old like me. Now I am on 4 insulin doses per day. 4 insulin doses per day. What I did? I enjoyed my life because I worked very hard. But that is not an example for everybody. But the same thing is that you should take care of your health also, which is very important. Health is wealth. You should take care of your health also. And how will you take care of health? See, you avoid tobacco, you avoid gutta, which is nowadays a fashion to eat. Don't take drinks. I didn't take all these things, but I was a very heavy eater. I used to like non-veg very much. I was very fat. I was around about 100 kgs of weight after my marriage. I maintained my weight till marriage, but after marriage I gained weight. See, that is the way you make mistake. You don't take care, you neglect your health. When you neglect your health, then everything is lost. See, if you want to eat, you have everything with you, but you can't eat. Then what's the point of that life? You want to sleep, you've got all the facilities, you've got AC, you've got good bed, you've got everything, but you can't sleep. What's the point of that? So adjust your life in such a way that you should lead a happy, normal life. And coming back to the CPS, it is CPS hostel. It teaches you, it molds you, it gives you the direction how to mold yourself. What I don't know now, I can't comment now, but when we were entering the hostel, general trend was the people were from the poor family. Now it's very difficult to say who is poor, who is rich, who is middle class, because everybody wants good clothes, good shoes, good mobiles, everything good. But at what cost? You don't see how much trouble you give to your parents, how much time they waste on you, how much money they give to you, and in return what you do. Money which your parents are sending you at this stage. Now I tell you, when I was in the hostel 78 to 82, 100 rupees were more than sufficient. But now I'm sure at least 5 to 6,000 doesn't suffice you. You at least need more than that. See the amount of work inputs what your parents have to do for you. It's your moral duty to look after them. It is your moral duty to obey them. They say, as you sow, so shall you reap. You respect your elders, you respect your parents, things will automatically come to you. It's a one-way traffic. Father does for his son, then that son does for his son, then that for his son. But it is irreversible traffic is very, this one. It's not a one-way traffic. It goes in one direction only, it's not two-way traffic. But when you have a two-way traffic, when you care for parents, your children will care for you. This is what the gist of life I have learned. This is gist of life what I have learned, what I have been doing. I am very unlucky that my father also passed away soon, my mother also passed away soon. I was just now talking with Sandeep. It's how difficult to live without parents. Parents are the backbone of your family. Let them be old, let them be anything, let them be of any age. But the moral support, the presence in the family itself is that it gives you moral boosting. Now see, the concept of joint family is totally gone. Nobody wants to stay together. Now what a culture has become. Girls are earning very much. They want boy earning higher than them. Then they don't want parents to stay with them. Now, day before yesterday, it was in Times of India. There was a survey has come. Now girls, they don't want child. Girls are getting married at a late age. Then they don't want children. Statistics that come in South Korea. In South Korea, where they had nursery school of 700 to 800 students coming, 15 years before, they have hardly got now 40 to 50% children coming to the school. In states, they have, wherever the nursery schools are there, they have made the old age homes. Now see, growth is not coming up. Children are not born. Because the medical facilities and all that, you have got a lot of life. People, they don't die soon. So this is where we are missing something. What we had earlier, a joint family, love together, everybody meeting together. Now you tell me how many times, you ask your question yourself only, how many times you call your parents at home? How many times you talk with your parents? Daily do you talk with them? Why don't you talk with them daily? You should talk with them daily. You should have this affection for your parents. This is a very important aspect of life. See, now we have played our innings. Whatever experience I have gathered, I am trying to tell you that only. Education is very important. You must study hard. It is survival of the fittest. Nowadays, jobs are not easily available. business is not at all palatable. You can't do business. If you have to be successful, you have to work very hard. Now the golden days have gone. When I had left the college, when I had joined left the hostel, I had 7 calls where to join. I could not take decision where I have to join. But that things are not that now. Things have become very competitive. What it used to be before, now it is not that way. Now since you are in this hostel, 100 students in this campus, it's a good thing. We were only 40. A hostel was here, this building, and something here. What I was today, I was when I was coming, I was thinking I'll tell Sangeeta do something of bathrooms. But when as soon as I entered inside, it's on Peter. Peter told me bathrooms are built here. It's a good thing. Now what we faced 60 years before, 50 years before, things were such that the conditions were such that you were faced with that condition only. That time defecation was open, drainage was open, you could go to public toilets, toilet system was very bad that time. But you were accustomed to those things. But now things are not that type. Everything wants a commode, everyone wants a clean bathroom, everyone wants a clean bed, everything wants clean environment. Earlier these things were not there. So you were used to all these things where they used to build. Now the things have become so difficult. If you have to survive, you have to take lesson from CPS hostel. You have to take, because CPS hostel is the one where they mold you in how to deal with all the difficulties. You don't get all the facilities. I know in this hostel you don't get all the facilities. But whatever the minimum facilities that are given to you, that is more than sufficient to make you very strong. So, dear friends, this is what I have learned from the life. There is no point in speaking more further now that everybody is angry. Some are looking at the watch when I'm going to stop. So I've got to stop here. Though it may be a boring for youngsters, but this is the experience what I have gained from CPS, what I've gained in the life. That's what I wanted to share with you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable words and reviving the memories. Your memories are our present. We are living it and fully enjoying it. No program can end without presidential address. And today's president is most loved person, most inspiring person, idol to many of us, Dr. Sandeep Sarvi. I would like to request Dr. Sandeep Sarvi sir to come to address the gathering.
Wish you all a very good evening. I am not going to take much time because I know we have come towards the end of the program and everybody must be tired and hungry. But I am going to take only 2 minutes because it is important for us to remind us about why we have come here today. 94 years ago, this hostel was established by the missionaries who came from United Kingdom. And they set up this hostel for creating the future citizens and the leaders of our country. And they said we will do this by giving an accommodation to students who are learning in different colleges and teaching them through a set of rules and guidelines about how they should live their life so that tomorrow they could become eminent citizens of our country. So the rules and regulations of how to run this hostel was already established 94 years ago. And it was important to ensure that those founding principles on which this hostel was established is followed even until today. And those principles are very simple. Give an accommodation to students who are needy of this place. 1. Second, brotherhood. Make sure that you get students from different places who have come from different states, come from different districts of Maharashtra, who are doing different types of studies. whether it be commerce, arts, engineering, medicine, law, whatever. Make sure that you get a group of all these students from all different sources and teach them how to live like brothers. So giving them accommodation, teaching them the principles of how to live through brotherhood, and at the same time how they should go about their routine day-to-day life in a hostel. Working hard is extremely important for our personal growth as well as for the growth of the nation. And second, following certain principles of discipline. Which hostel gives you discipline like what we have over here at CPS Hostel? And it is this discipline that everybody who is sitting here on the dais, who have been ex-students, they speak so highly about it. Discipline is necessary in life. Very important. The silence period, which has been started for 94 years, is still being followed. After 9 o'clock, no student is supposed to make noise. You come here to study, and you have to encourage everybody else to study. You should study yourself. You come here only for that. You're not come here to have fun. So discipline through ensuring that you have your silence period at night. Then service. The Honorable Warden talked about how Shramadan is given in this hostel. Which other hostel gives you that unique opportunity? Today you may not understand the value of Shramadan, but tomorrow when you leave this place and go to some other place, you will start understanding, my God, these were such important principles of how to live your life. Shramadan is a very important part of our daily life, and that is what is being taught over here. Then taking part in sports, taking part in elocution competition is so important. How many of you all know the value of this? The other day I had come here to watch students play volleyball, and I asked them, do you know why we should play sport? So then the students said, yes, we should play sport because it makes you physically fit. It teaches you how to become physically and mentally fit. Yes, it is true, but there are important other outcomes of playing sport. And I'm sure Mr. Matthew, who is sitting here, will understand the value of sport. It teaches you the most important quality of playing sport. It teaches you one, team spirit, teaches you how to become a leader. And third, in my opinion, which is the most important quality that only sports teaches you, is how to accept defeat in life gracefully. When you play competitive sports, you lose. But there is fun in losing also. And that loss gives you the energy to become better and better afterwards. So playing sport teaches you how to accept defeat in life. How to accept other player was better than you, go and congratulate that person. Well done, well played. It's okay if I lost, but you were better than me. That feeling that you get is extremely important. You don't get to learn that in any other field. So making the students in this hostel play sport is not only for physical and mental fitness, but also to teach them these essential qualities of life. Taking part in elocution. Many students, they probably are not very communicative. They don't know how to speak good English, they don't know how to speak good Marathi. They start getting shivery when they're asked to come on the stage and speak. Do you know why we ask the students to take part in elocution competition? It's compulsory. Everybody has to take part. Why? Because it teaches you the importance and the art of communicating. As a doctor who has been in this field for more than 40 years, one of the most important lessons that I have learned, who becomes a good doctor? And it is not necessarily only for who becomes a good doctor, but who becomes a good engineer, who becomes a good lawyer, who becomes a good software engineer, who becomes this, who becomes that. What is one of the most important qualities that is required? The ability to communicate. The art of communication is extremely important. And who teaches you that? No college teaches you that. So when you stand in that hall in front of your 60, 70 students, it is actually to encourage you and make you realize the importance of communicating. Very, very important. I have seen some of my batchmates, PJ Medical College, that's where I did my MBBS, who are the doctors who are very popular, who are very famous. They are not the gold medalist ones. They are not the ones who have got lots of awards and distinctions and all that. They don't necessarily do well in their life. Even those who have just barely passed but have good communication skills. There were 150 patients waiting outside. Why? Because of that art of communication. Where do you learn that art of communication? No college teaches you that. This is where you get to learn all. So it is these founding principles on which this hostel was established 94 years ago. There are thousands and thousands of students who have come through this, have experienced how to live a life and applied that in their day-to-day life. Feel so proud that there are ex-students of the CPS hostel sitting on the dais over here as chief guest, as guest of honor, and as all distinguished people over here. They're all ex-students of the CPS hostel. They have understood the value of living here. And probably you may not know, but all of them have done extremely well in their life. They're very successful people. And they're sitting here because they have some value for what they had over here when they stayed. Mr. Gurudel Singh, he's been here for the last 48 years. How many of you all sitting here today would want to come here on a regular basis for the next 48 years? That's the spirit that these people come up with. That is the spirit that was inculcated. And the guest of honor very beautifully said, legacy. The legacy that is set up over here has to be transferred to you all. And when he said that, it made me feel very nice, because now he has accepted that legacy and he will now pass it on to others that he comes in contact with. So these are very important qualities of life which this hostel initiated 94 years ago, and it is important to keep on reminding us about that. So that is why we have gathered here together on this annual social gathering. The other reason why we have gathered here today is also to thank people who have been supporting this institution. It is not easy to run an organization like this. Not easy at all. Let me tell you that. But there is so much of support and such strong support from people that this is now possible. So it's important to acknowledge the contribution of the management, the members who are the members of the trustee who are sitting over here, who have, have supported this with absolutely full support. And it is important to acknowledge their contribution to this. Also important to acknowledge the support and the contribution that the students have been given. Not only the past students, but even the current students. You are a part of this entire journey that this hostel was set up for. And now you should imbibe all the spirit and the how to live a life over here and then pass it on to others. So during this last 1 year, whatever you have learned, it's important to appreciate and thank you for your valuable contribution. All those people, all those students who took part in competition, sports, elocution, it's important to acknowledge their recognition. So well done to all those who won awards, well done to all those who did not win an award. It's not important to win all the time. It's just important to make sure that you're going in the right direction. And then finally, before I leave, when my father passed away a few years ago, we were not sure how this hostel would still continue, sustain itself. But I have seen that immense power, immense energy, and the same zeal that my father had with my sister, who has taken up this very important reins of running this hostel, all on her own. And it is very important to appreciate her for for all her valuable service. She has the same spirit in her heart that my father had, and it's all passed on to her, and she is following what my father would have done anyway. So it's important to recognize people on these days as part of this annual social gathering. Thank you to the wonderful chief guest who has given such a wonderful speech. He spoke his heart out. He gave us very useful advice. These are golden words of wisdom, which you can only give after you have experienced so many things in life. Even the guest of honor, very young, to come on the stage, but the way he spoke, the the sincerity with which he spoke, the honesty with which he spoke so highly about this itself speaks volumes about his own personality. And then, of course, those three, I wouldn't call them as the three musketeers, but they're the three, the solid blocks, solid supporting blocks that have always supported the hostel. And then all those who are sitting here, friends of the hostel. I don't want to name each one of you all, but thank you so much for coming here and showing your strength and your support for this organization. And I'm sure that the next 6 years, we will be celebrating the centenary year of this wonderful hostel, which was set up so many years ago. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for your valuable words. Your words always inspire us a lot. And as told by you and hence proved by Chief Guest, sir, I must say that hostel is been structured in such a way. Maybe it's sports, maybe it's tuition, sitting together and having meals in mess. It empowers you holistically. It helps you develop you holistically and makes you that liable that you will face the world confidently. And असं म्हणतात छाती टोकून तुम्ही सांगू शकाल की आम्ही CPS चे विद्यार्थी. It makes that CPS has that ability to make you of that person. And there's a note for thank you, sir. And there's a note for alumni student. It's been requested to all alumni students to register themselves as alumni member and contact teacher Joseph, sir. Thank you. And sir is sitting at the corner of the.
Now, this is for all. आपके आने से महफिल में रौनक आ गई, आपके आने से चारों ओर खुशियां छा गई। आप हमारे लिए प्रेरणा हो, आपकी प्रेरणा जीना सिखा गई। आपके विचारों से मानो डूबती नाव किनारा पा गई, डूबती नाव किनारा पा गई। Now coming to the last part, I would like to call Shubham Pargade for vote of thanks.
I welcome Advocate Shubham Pargade, sir, to pay the vote of thanks. Hello everyone. It has been such an honor to be a part of this wonderful event. On behalf of CPS Hostel, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Honorable Mr. Budayal Singh sir, our guest of honor, Mr. Deepak Wakhre sir, and President of this program, Dr. Sandeep Salvi sir, who have taken time out of their busy schedule to grace this occasion with their presence. Your presence has added an extra spark to this event and made it even more special for us. Your thoughts have truly inspired us. My sincere thanks to the Hostel Management Committee and members of Alumni Association, DJ Joseph sir, Matthew Mettam sir, and Peter D'Souza sir for helping us to make their event a grand success. My wide thanks to all alumni and friends of students for making the time to be with us and making this event a memorable one. Also great thanks to the Honorable Warden of our hostel, Dr. Sangeeta Salvi, who have always been supportive to our initiatives and encourage us to strive for excellence. I'm also thankful to Amit and Gopal for successfully completing this program. My wide thanks to students who make the arrangement for streaming the live streaming of this program and the PPT presentation. आणि शेवटी ज्यांच्या अथक परिश्रमाशिवाय हा कार्यक्रम पाडू शकणं अशक्य होतं अशा माझ्या सर्व सहकारी बांधवांना मनापासून धन्यवाद देतो आणि थांबतो. Everyone is waiting for the end of the program. Everyone is bored. Like I won't be criticizing all because at last we are human. But let me tell you, there's still something to come. The cherry on cake is yet to come. At CPS, we get an inclusive environment for the overall holistic development of each and every student. Besides academics and sports, the hidden talents of our students are also encouraged and nurtured. The next part of today's program is the light entertainment program. Put up together your hands and welcome our students for the entertainment program. I would like to request our General Secretary, Student of the Year, Mr. Pralab Lohar, to come on the dais and present the song.
सौराचा व्हिडिओ काढायचा का मोबाईल घेऊन ए सौरव सौरव
हॅलो एव्हरीवन. माहिती आहे तुम्ही सगळे खूप थकलाय, पण तरी सुद्धा जेवायच्या आधी थोडं माइंड फ्रेश करावं ह्या हेतूने मी उभा आहे. आणि मी जे 2 गाणी म्हणणार आहे त्यातलं जे पहिलं गाणं आहे ते मी आपल्या सगळ्यांचे प्रिय, सर्व सिनियर स्टुडंटचे प्रिय आदरणीय संतोष साळवी सर यांना डेडिकेट करतो. कारण त्यांनी हे हॉस्टेल ज्याप्रमाणे चालवलं, त्यांचं कर्तृत्व आणि त्यांनी विद्यार्थ्यांना जी शिकवण दिली ते ह्या गाण्यांच्या शब्दांमध्ये आहे थोडीफार. आणि दुसरी गोष्ट, मी हे गाणं आपल्या सर्व हॉस्टेलमधून जाणाऱ्या विद्यार्थ्यांना डेडिकेट करतो. स्पेशली शुभम फरगडे दादा, ते सुद्धा उद्या हॉस्टेल सोडून जात आहेत. त्या गाण्याचे शब्द त्या सर्वांसाठी आहेत जे ह्या हॉस्टेलचा एक निवारा, ह्या हॉस्टेलचं घरटं सोडून पुढे आयुष्यामध्ये त्यांच्या करिअरच्या वाटा धुंडाळण्यासाठी जाणार आहेत.
रुक जाना नहीं तू कभी हार के, रुक जाना नहीं तू कभी हार के, कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए बहार के, रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के, कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए बहार के, ओ राही 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 ओ राही, सूरज भी रुक गया है तेरे आगे झुक गया है, सूरज भी रुक गया है तेरे आगे झुक गया है, जब कोई दीवाना बन के सयाना निकला हो अपनी धुन में बन के दीवाना, शाम सुहानी ढल जाती है दिन के इंतजार में, हो राही ओ राही ओ राही ओ राही, रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के, कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए बहार के, कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए बहार के.
दुसरं गाणं इथे जमलेल्या सगळ्यांसाठीच. आपण सर्व माणसं आहोत आणि आयुष्य म्हणजे काय तर सुख आणि दुःख यांचा एक मिलाप असतो. सुख आणि दुःखांसोबत जगत चेहऱ्यावरती एक हसू ठेवत जो माणूस पुढे जातो तोच आयुष्य खरं जगतो असं मला वाटतं. तर त्याच्यासाठी पुढचं गाणं आहे की
जिंदगी की यही रीत है, हार के बाद ही जीत है. जिंदगी की यही रीत है, हार के बाद ही जीत है. थोड़े आंसू है, थोड़ी हंसी, आज गम है तो कल है खुशी. जिंदगी की यही रीत है, हार के बाद ही जीत है. जिंदगी रात भी है सवेरा भी है. जिंदगी रात भी है सवेरा भी है. जिंदगी है सफर और बसेरा भी है. जिंदगी है सफर और बसेरा भी है. जिंदगी हर पल नया शाम है, कल नई खुशी की चाह है. जिंदगी की यही रीत है, हार के बाद ही जीत है. जिंदगी की यही रीत है, जिंदगी की यही रीत है.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pralok, for such a melodious song. And after guitarist, we have a flutist, Mr. Kuldeep Gorade. He will be presenting a song with his flute. I request him to come on dais. Thank you, Kuldeep, for mesmerizing us with your flute. And now I would like to call upon stage Mr. Saurabh Pawar for presenting a pawada before us. And this is something new, something created by Saurabh.
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हेरी वॉर्म गुड इव्हनिंग एव्हरीवन. माझं नाव सौरव पवार. आज मी तुमच्यासमोर सादर करणार आहे एक आधुनिक पिढीसाठी अतिशय उपदेशक ठरेल आणि अतिशय अत्यावश्यक अशा विषयावर एक आधुनिक पोवाडा. आजची पिढी इतकी मोबाईलच्या आहारी गेली की आपल्याला हे सांगायला खंत वाटणार नाही की आजच्या दुनियेत मोबाईल आहे, आजच्या दुनियेत स्मार्टफोन आहे की स्मार्टफोनचीच दुनिया आहे. तर आजच्या माझ्या पोवाड्याचा विषय हाच, स्मार्टफोनची दुनिया. सोशल मीडियाची कीर्ती बेफाम आहे. सोशल मीडियाची कीर्ती बेफाम, भल्या भल्यांना लावलं याड, त्याला कोण घाली येसन समाजात स्मार्टफोनवर चढ. स्मार्टफोन म्हणजे आजकालच्या लहान मोठ्यांचा ऑक्सिजन बरं का. मोबाईल मध्ये आले फेसबुक, मोबाईल मध्ये आले फेसबुक, आले हो इंस्टाग्राम, कोणी सोडीना व्हॉट्सअप ट्विटर, साऱ्यांनीच केला गोंधळ. इतक्यात एक नेटवर्क उठले आणि बोलले, मी बोलू का काही? नाव त्याच आहे गुगल. नाव त्याच आहे गुगल, अदृश्य पण बुद्धिमान. गुगल बोलले मोठ्या तोऱ्यात, सगळी माहिती देतो शोधून. महारबा सुभान आला, कौतिक झालं गुगलचं. गुगल निघाल मोठ्या गुरमीन, मोबाईलला आलं वरदान. टिकटॉक लईसलं बाड, सर्वांना केले ऍक्टर, घरांचे झाले थिएटर. मोबाईलने दुनिया बिझी केली. जो तो मोबाईल मध्ये खाली मान घालून बसला, समोरासमोर असणारी माणसं मुखी झाली आणि व्हॉट्सअपवर बोलू लागली. असा मोबाईल आहे लई महान, असा मोबाईल आहे लई महान. करिअरचा ठेवा थोडा ध्यान, मोबाईलला वापरू लिमिटेड, सायन्सला नेऊ दूरवर. कोण आला फोन आला, सर्वांजवळ फोन आला. तर शेवटी हेच म्हणण्याचा प्रयत्न असेल की सगळ्यांनी अतिशय योग्य त्या वेळी आणि योग्य त्या प्रकारेच मोबाईल वापरा. आणि हा पोवाडा माझ्या एक फ्रेंडनी 10वीत असताना लिहिलाय, ते मी प्रेझेंट केलाय. थँक्यू.
Thank you, Saurabh, for telling us such an important topic in the form of pawada. Yeah, it is rather easier to express. It is easier to express, and it is much more easier to express your opinion in the form of literature. And as said by Warden Ma'am, I would like to call upon stage Mr. Vijay Taide for presenting his poem, which he has written on the CPS hostel. Mr. Taide has been a student of CPS hostel from Jan 2022 to April 2023, and today is the last day of Vijay of hostel. In a mere span of 1.5 years, the bond that Vijay has developed with hostel and the emotion he has made, it's presented in the poem. So I will request Vijay to take over.
सर्वात आधी मंचावर उपस्थित सर्व मान्यवरांना माझा नमस्कार. CPS हॉस्टेलमध्ये जवळपास मला 1.5 वर्ष झाले. त्या 1.5 वर्षात चा अनुभव आणि जसं आपले दीपक सरांनी म्हटलं, CPS हॉस्टेलबद्दलची फिलिंग मी माझ्या कवितेच्या माध्यमातून व्यक्त करणार आहे. माझ्या कवितेचं माझं CPS. पुणे शहराच्या हृदयामध्ये राहत होता CPS माझा. पुणे शहराच्या हृदयामध्ये राहत होता CPS माझा. या चकाचौंध शहराला जुन्या वास्तूने फिका पाडत होता CPS माझा. या चकाचौंध शहराला जुन्या वास्तूने फिका पाडत होता CPS माझा. आलो तेव्हा बघतो तर काय, आलो तेव्हा बघतो तर काय बिना वडिलांमुळे पोरका झाला होता CPS माझा. आलो तेव्हा बघतो तर काय बिना वडिलांमुळे पोरका झाला होता CPS माझा. त्याच वडिलांच्या स्वप्नांना जिवंत ठेवत लेकीला पाहत होता CPS माझा. त्याच वडिलांच्या स्वप्नांना जिवंत ठेवत लेकीला पाहत होता CPS माझा. पुन्हा एकदा मुलांनी भरलेल्या घराला काजळ लावत होता CPS माझा. पुन्हा एकदा मुलांनी भरलेल्या घराला काजळ लावत होता CPS माझा. मुलांना गरजेच्या वस्तू पुरवून त्याची जिम्मेदारी निभवत होता CPS माझा. मुलांना गरजेच्या वस्तू पुरवून त्याची जिम्मेदारी निभवत होता CPS माझा. घरातील प्रत्येक सदस्याला त्याच्या अंगा खांद्यावर खेळवत होता CPS माझा. घरातील प्रत्येक सदस्याला त्याच्या अंगा खांद्यावर खेळवत होता CPS माझा. प्रत्येक मुलाच्या स्वप्नांना व भविष्याला आकार देत होता CPS माझा. प्रत्येक मुलाच्या स्वप्नांना व भविष्याला आकार देत होता CPS माझा. लालसेने झपाटलेल्या लोकांना एकजुटीने झुंज देत आहे CPS माझा. लालसेने झपाटलेल्या लोकांना एकजुटीने झुंज देत आहे CPS माझा. छोट्या मोठ्या संकटावर मात करून खंबीरपणे उभा आहे CPS माझा. छोट्या मोठ्या संकटावर मात करून खंबीरपणे उभा आहे CPS माझा. शेकडो मुलांच्या आयुष्यातील सुंदर क्षणांना साक्ष देत आहे CPS माझा. शेकडो मुलांच्या आयुष्यातील सुंदर क्षणांना साक्ष देत आहे CPS माझा. गेलो जरी सोडून मी त्याला नेहमी आठवणीत राहील CPS माझा. नेहमी आठवणीत राहील CPS माझा. नेहमी आठवणीत राहील CPS.
Thank you, Vijay. And you could have understood the emotions Vijay had for hostel, and the same emotion every student present here, every alumni present over here has, and even will be having in his further future, in their further future. Now I'd like to thank all the audience for patiently hearing the program. On the behalf of Honorable Warden of CPS Hostel and all the Student Welfare Committee, I would like to announce that I would like to declare that the program is over. Thank you. I will request all the audience to proceed for the fellowship dinner.
मेडल ठेव तुला आता सौरभ हे काय करायचं बघ मला
अरे ट्रॉफी कोण उचलली तिथून
चाललो रूम मध्ये घेऊन चाललो म्हटलं एक
अबे त्या याची केकचं काहीतरी आणलं
स्टॉप करू बसले मी
मी
अजिंक्य
स्पेशल म्हणजे संडे इव्हिनिंग